Temple freshman Adam Gashesky always wanted to be a best-selling author, but he didn't think it would happen his first semester of college. That all changed overnight when he and his girlfriend Emily Beck wrote Milk and Vine, a parody of the best-selling poetry book Milk and Honey, right here in 1300 Residence Hall.
I think it was like the night of November 4th into November 5th, we started getting like thousands of retweets, and that really started, boosting our numbers in sales. And I think we were in the next day we were within the top 100 books. The day after that, I think the top like 3, and then we powered past Jeff Kinney's brand new release and hit number 1.
The idea came to them 2 days before it was published.
We were in Barnes & Noble's looking around, and then we picked up Milk and Honey because it was just it's very popular. Mm-hmm. And Adam was reading it, and he was like, wow, this is a really nice book. And we were sitting at the Cheesecake Factory, and I was like, what about vines?
So we were thinking we wanted to make a parody of Milk and Vine. We just didn't know what the content would be about. And Emily suggested vines, so then we went home that night, started working on it, and then within a few days had the book fully written, illustrated, published on Amazon.
Originally, they published it just so they could buy a copy themselves at the cheapest price possible.
I wanted to publish on Amazon so I could go order a copy myself and then just have that book. It was like a fun couple thing. We just wrote a book and we have a printed copy of a book with our names on it. That was it.
We mostly wrote it for our friends. We were just like, hey guys, we wrote a book, go buy it.
Adam tweeted pictures of the book, and it didn't take long for it to go viral.
I actually heard about it on Twitter first. Someone had retweeted it and were like, oh, this is a cool book that I made. And I think it was the creator himself. It got retweeted a bunch of times. I have a couple of friends who did buy it, and one of them had a digital version that they bought for a couple bucks for their Kindle, and I flipped through it really quickly.
It was so funny, and especially the way they formatted it, that was honestly kind of beautiful to me, because the fact that they could just translate those vines into a kind of poetry format was just amazing and out of this world.
But not all reactions were positive. The two were criticized for not giving credit to the creators of the vines, which they said they didn't consider because the book wasn't meant to go viral.
No matter what you do, somebody's going to be upset. So we're just trying to ease the tension.
I contacted a few copyright lawyers and just explained the situation, and they they expressed that we we're on fairly solid ground, and should a lawsuit ever arise, we would have a very good case to make.
Students had mixed opinions on the criticism.
I think they were in the right to not have to credit them, but I can see why people would be upset about it. But at the same time, it's that fine line of, do they have to credit them? And I don't believe they do.
I mean, I definitely agree that they should have given some sort of creative rights to them, saying oh, these are not our vines, we did not make these are the people who did.
Even as best-selling authors, Emily and Adam are still your typical college students.
The joke now, I'm in remedial English and I'm a best-selling author. Nobody in my English knows that my professor has no clue. He probably doesn't know my name, but...
Graham Foley, Group 4, Section 3, 1300 Residence Hall.